Hello in sunshine, I'm the Rainbow Beat. Welcome to my imagination. You're about to embark on an adventure that was created in the Waterloo region in Ontario, Canada, which is on the traditional territory of the Attawandaron, the Anishinaabe, and Haudenosaunee people. This territory was the inspiration for this story, and I'm grateful to be connected to it and exist on it. This musical adventure story was written for children all around the world to enjoy with the people they love most. I present to you, with all my love, the Enchanted Forest and the Star of Evermore. Once upon a time, there lived an 11-year-old boy named Aidan and his 9-year-old sister Abigail, who also goes by the name Abby. These children fell fast asleep in their beds one night, and then, without any evident reason, they disappeared from their beds and magically found themselves waking up on a patch of ivy inside an enchanted forest.
Huh? Where in the world am I? Is anyone there? Anybody?
Aidan, is that you?
Oh my goodness, Abby. Does something feel very strange to you?
What are we lying on?
I know, it feels like some sort of plant.
And a lot of it.
I can't see a thing. Wait a second. Are we inside of a forest right now?
It feels like it. Maybe it's a forest down the street from our house.
Honestly, I don't think it is. If it was, we'd hear the traffic from the city nearby. How far away are you from me? I can hear your voice, but I can only see the darkness.
Didn't you bring a flashlight?
We both woke up in here. I didn't plan this. You do know that, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait. I hear water.
And if there's water, you may be able to see moonlight because of the break in the trees.
I think it's coming from down to my right. Can you hear it to your right, too?
I do. Let's hold hands and see if we can walk towards it.
And try not to fall, of course.
Immediately upon approaching the water, they could hear the rapids as well as the nighttime creatures. Once they reached the water, they were able to see one another. As well, they could also see their surroundings a bit better. Upon Aidan reaching for the water to put his hand in, the children heard rustling in the bushes behind them. It was the chipmunk family making its way to the ancient sunwheel on the other side of the forest.
Aidan, I can hear rustling from the bushes behind us.
Okay, don't move. Hold on to this stick just in case.
I think it's safe. There seems to be some humans here, but they don't seem to be dangerous.
Aidan, I think the chipmunk speaks English.
Try and say something to it.
Hello, my name is Abby. Can you help us?
Hello, I'm Chippy Chipperoo. Pleasure to meet you. I knew you two were safe to approach. I just had that feeling.
Hello, I'm Aidan. Me and my sister just randomly woke up inside this forest. Would you be able to tell me exactly where we are?
You're inside the Enchanted Forest.
Is the Enchanted Forest inside Canada?
I have no idea what a Canada is, but I can tell you that the forest is magical. And me and my family are headed to the great ancient sunwheel that's on the other side of the forest. And I must say, I'm sorry for not introducing my family to you. This is my wife Chipola, my daughter Chipina, and my son Chipster.
Pleasure to meet you, chipmunk family.
We're the Chipperoo family.
You're welcome to come with us if you like. My name is Chipina.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm a bit hungry.
Me too.
So we may want to actually find something to eat and then focus on getting out of this forest. Would you know if there's an entrance or exit to this forest?
No problem. If you follow the water down that way, you'll stumble upon hundreds of berry bushes. As for an exit and entrance, there isn't any that I know of. Once you're in the Enchanted Forest, I'm not sure if you can leave. If you find Merlin, a retired wizard, or Luna, they might be able to help you.
How do we find them?
You can't find them. They have to find you.
Do they know we're here?
The forest is magic. The forest knows you're here.
So if we start walking through the forest will show us where we need to go?
Yep, you got it. If all else fails, follow Polaris in the sky. It's the North Star that shines the brightest. It will lead you to the great ancient sunwheel where something magical is going to happen.
Alright, well, I guess we'll let you make your way to the Great Sun Wheel. And we're going to first go look for some berries. And then I guess we might as well make our way there.
The children and the Chipperoo family parted ways, and the children headed the opposite way in search of the berries that the Chipperoo family had told them about. As they trailed along the water, they began hearing more noises such as owl hoots, crickets chirping, toads belching, many different creatures of the forest. After about 15 minutes of walking, the children found the berry bushes where wild raspberry, wild blueberry, and wild mulberries grew. The children gobbled up the berries, and without realizing, they began following the berry bushes deeper and deeper, until they were surrounded by berry bushes, and the foliage created a maze that the children would have to navigate through to exit the overwhelming bushes. At this moment, it was the break of dawn, and the sun's light began trickling through the night sky. Right in front of them was the tallest cedar tree that the children had ever seen before. It was Gilgamesh, king of the cedar trees, in the southern valley of the forest where over 200,000 cedar trees live.
Oh, my belly's aching a bit after eating so many berries.
Thank goodness mine isn't. I wonder which way we should go from here.
Maybe we should go up or down, or perhaps even upside down.
Abby, something's talking to us.
I think it's a tree.
The trees can talk?
Can't you do that somewhere else?
Hello, tree. My name is Abigail. How are you?
Hello, Abigail. I'm Gilgamesh. I'm king of the cedar trees. I can see, feel, and smell that there was 1 or 2 berries that your friend shouldn't have eaten.
Hi, Gilgamesh. Nice to meet you. I'm Aidan, and I'm so confused.
Now, why are you confused?
Well, first off, we went to sleep in our bed in our home, and then we randomly woke up inside this enchanted forest, and apparently we're stuck here forever.
What you don't know or understand will make sense as time passes. You don't even know who you are yet.
What do you mean? I'm Abby. He's Aidan. We know who we are.
Yeah, I know that, but you don't yet understand why the forest brought you here. And what purpose you serve here in the Enchanted Forest. You're inside a magical forest.
So, there's a magical reason why we're here?
Magical beyond your mind's imagination.
So can you tell us where we have to go next?
I can, but first I have a gift for you.
What is it?
It's a powerful cedar oil that you can use to heal yourselves by breathing it in, or rubbing it on your skin, or perhaps even use it to train with the beings in the forest. So many good things you can do with it.
Thanks so much for this, Gilgamesh.
Yeah, thanks.
I think it might be time for you both to find some cover or shelter. A storm is approaching.
Do you know which way is the best way to go?
Take that route over there. It will lead you towards Longwood Forest. There, you should be able to find some fairies who can help you along your journey. But be careful. Keep an eye out for the mudslides. They're wild and crazy and slippery too.
Bye, Gilgamesh.
Bye.
Oh, love you kids. Be safe.
The children set off towards Longwood Forest.
Abby, I think we're about to experience an early morning shower.
I'm concerned that it's more than just a shower. The wind just starting to feel strong.
Just then, right above the children, the storm began, and moments after, a monsoon of rain followed. The children ran in desperation for cover. Even though the morning light was in the sky, the rain was coming down so powerfully that they couldn't see more than a couple meters ahead of them.
Abby, don't lose me.
I'm holding on to the back part of your sweater.
We gotta keep moving. The rain keeps getting stronger.
I know, just keep an eye out.
The children both slid to the ground and began sliding downwards. They had reached the mighty mudslides. The children then came to a stop in the middle groove of the mudslide where a small patch of greenery was thriving, and they landed on top of a supersized puffball mushroom that was surrounded by a patch of Amanita muscaria mushrooms. Underneath the mushrooms was a leaf. Upon that leaf, there exists the shrinking forest. The shrinking forest, upon shrinking to a certain point, is supposed to reset to a large shrinking forest, which then shrinks, resets, and repeats over and over again. However, due to the imminent problem that the forest is experiencing, the forest keeps getting smaller and smaller. The children, given that they landed where they did, were about to embark on the wildest experience of their lives. They began shrinking to the size of an ant.
Abby, are you alright?
Yeah, how about you?
I'm sore on my back and my knees.
Well, now that I'm moving around, I'm feeling sore on my ribs. I think I rolled over a big rock while sliding down this ridiculous hill.
Gilgamesh wasn't kidding when he warned us of this place.
I wonder if we rub some of the cedar oil on our pain, if it would help the pain go away.
We might as well try it. I think you've got it.
Yep, I do.
Thanks.
Aidan, something very strange is happening.
Oh no! I think we're shrinking!
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Why is this happening to us?
Is it the oil?
I don't think so. The strange feeling happened before I rubbed it on.
As the children were shrinking, out from the treetops emerged an elf named Valentone, who had the ability to shrink himself down to any size, and since he didn't want to startle the children, he too shrunk himself down to the size of an ant.
Don't panic. Everything's gonna be okay.
Who is that?
I'm up here. The trees above you. I'm Valentone, the last of the hematite elves. Let me shrink myself down to your level.
What in the world is going on?
Who are you? What's going to happen to us?
Well, in a few moments, you're gonna find out.
The children shrunk down to the size of an ant, and behind them was the leaf which inhabited the shrinking forest. And there was a golden crystal gate to the entrance of the forest that was guarded by two snails called the Snails of Symmetry. To enter the forest, the children must answer the riddle correctly provided by the Snails of Symmetry.
Oh my goodness, Aidan, turn around.
What in the world of Bubaloos is that?
That's a new one. Bubaloos?
Those are the Snails of Symmetry. They're harmless, unless you try to break past them.
What happens if you try to pass them?
They turn into super fast ninja snails.
Well then, let's not try to shake them up.
But isn't through those gates the place you need to be?
What's that supposed to mean?
I think it means we have to mingle with the snails.
Yep, you're gonna need to approach those snails and ask them for the riddle to enter the shrinky forest.
But why do we need to go inside the shrinking forest? I don't want more danger.
I think you're looking for Merlin and Luna.
Yes? Is that where they are?
Yes, indeed. Go ask them for the riddle.
I should go.
No, it's okay. I'd like to go.
No.
Why don't we both go?
Yeah, that's a good idea. We're a team. Come on, let's go.
Who approaches? Yeah, who approaches?
My name is Aidan.
And I'm Abigail.
Why do you want to pass? Why do you want to pass?
Hey, Abby. They repeat one another.
I know, don't say anything about it. We want to pass because Merlin awaits us.
Very well. Are you ready for your riddle? We need to know. Are you ready for your riddle?
Yes, we are.
What does it take to be like you? How can we be like you?
Okay, just give us a few moments.
Guys, come here. If you want some help, all I ask is that you trade me some of that cedar oil I saw you using for some of my homemade lavender oil, which You can use for insect bites and tummy aches.
Sure, Valentine. We would have traded with you even if you didn't offer your help.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
I thought it was going to be some sort of riddle.
Well, anything goes with these dudes. Do you need some help?
We need all the help we can get. It seems as though they want to know how they can be like us.
Yeah. Run like us, walk like us, and stuff.
That's the trickery to the riddle.
What do you mean?
I mean, the answer is never what it seems it should be.
Alright, well, let's look at the question.
They basically want to know how they can be like you and me.
Well, I can show them how by running and walking and jumping. It's easy.
Remember, they aren't human.
But they're magical.
How?
When they get angry, they go super fast and become ninjas.
Oh my, that's it.
The magic.
They can use their magic to be like you?
That's got to be the only logical answer.
Alright, Valentine. If this works, we may not see you again. So here's some cedar oil for you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Valentine, for all your help. I hope we'll see one another again someday.
Me too. May I have a hug goodbye?
Of course.
Definitely. Okay, Abby, let's give this a try.
You got it.
Excuse me, Snails of Symmetry. We have your answer.
Please share your answer. Yes, please do share your answer.
You asked us how you could be like us, so since you possess magic...
The answer is, use your magic to be like us.
Just then, a large wind passed through them and began morphing into a cyclonic-shaped wind. Then the Snails of Symmetry both turned into human-looking versions of snails and doing very odd and unique dance moves.
You are correct. Our magic is powerful, and it is how we can be like you. You are correct. Now you know how we can be like you.
Look, Aidan, the gate is opening.
It is!
Look to the sky, find Thunderbird, and follow it. In the sky is the only place you can find Thunderbird. Follow it.
Okay, we will. I think Thunderbird will end up leading us to Merlin.
I get that feeling too.
The children walked past the snails and through the gates into the shrinking forest. Upon walking into the shrinking forest, the children were graced by the natural beauty of the forest. In the far sky, they can see a very large bird flying around. It was Thunderbird, so they began walking in that direction.
I'm gonna just say, this is by far the craziest adventure I've ever been on. We're the size of ants, Abby. Ants!
I know. Now we're gonna meet the great Merlin, who I thought was just part of people's imagination and folklore.
Well, let's just think positive and follow Thunderbird.
The children continued to follow Thunderbird in the sky and had been walking for nearly a couple hours when they realized that they were walking into a rainbow-like aura field. Just then, Luna appeared with a glowing light.
What in the world is this? Are we inside a rainbow?
Aidan, I think a unicorn is about to approach us.
Hello, chosen ones. How do you flow?
Hello, I'm Abigail. Are you Luna?
Do you think I'm Luna?
For some reason, I know you're Luna.
Well, I've come to bring you to our home.
You live with someone?
Someone you're looking for.
Merlin!
Come, follow me into the sky. As you walk forward, you'll begin floating with me.
The children and Luna floated upwards into the sky and floated forward into the rainbow energy field. They were making their way to the other side of the shrinking forest where Luna and Merlin live. Luna and Merlin live inside a repurposed bus that found its way inside of the shrinking forest years back when Merlin was time traveling.